Hello everyone. I am Mr. Sheikh, a licensed immigration advisor in New Zealand, and today we are going to discuss a new parent boost visitor visa opening from 29 September 2025. So let's try to understand what are the requirements and what are the conditions will be on for this visa. Okay, so let's start. So it allows eligible parents to stay in New Zealand for up to 5 years with multiple entries, which means they can re-enter New Zealand as many times as they want within that time period. So this visa initially will allow for stay in New Zealand for 5 years, actually for 3 years, but total is for 5 years, and this is for multiple entry. Okay, so now let's discuss about. There is also the option to apply for a second 5-year visa. So parents can stay up to total 10 years. So they can stay here up to total 10 years, but first they have to stay here for 5 years and then apply again for 5 years more. Okay. So now let's discuss what are the eligibility criteria. Uh, what are the eligibility criteria for this application? So parent must be outside New Zealand when applying and when the visa is granted. So when you are applying the visa and when the immigration New Zealand is processing the visa, then your parents must be outside New Zealand. Okay, meet character and health standards. Medical waivers will not be considered. Applicants must meet the health standard to qualify for this application. So your parent must meet character and health standards, and medical waiver will not be granted for this application. Okay. Be sponsored by an adult child who is a New Zealand citizen or resident. So if you are a New Zealand citizen and resident, then you are eligible to sponsor to your parents for this application. Okay, demonstrate you have sufficient funds or income to support your stay, or that your sponsor meet income requirements. So what is the sufficient funds requirements and what are the sponsor income requirements we are discussing soon. Okay, so that you are a genuine visitor who will retain links with your home country. So because of this is temporary visa, your parent must need to show that they will retain links with your back home country. Okay. Now let's discuss what happens if you meet the criteria. So first of all, you will receive an approval in principle and be asked to provide evidence of 12 months worth of acceptable insurance. Okay, so your parent needs to provide 12 months of insurance. Next, you will also need to sign a declaration confirming that you understand the parent boost visitor visa for a temporary stay only, and you must follow all visa conditions and leave New Zealand before it expires. And if you or your sponsor do not comply with, your visa could be cancelled and you may be faced deportation. Okay, so your parent needs to sign a declaration and confirming that they will follow all visa conditions and rules and regulations. Okay. Next, to be eligible for the parent boost visitor visa, you must not have any dependent children. So for this, this is very important requirement. If your parents must not have any dependent children when they are applying for parent boost visitor visa. Okay. Next. What will be the conditions for this visa? So once you must arrive in New Zealand within 6 months of the visa being approved. So your parents have total 6 months after visa being approved to come to New Zealand. So this is actually very good. So they can prepare themselves. And your 5-year stay begins from the date of first arrival, not the date of approval. So the second condition is also very good. So once your parents will enter in New Zealand, their duration will start from that point. Okay, next is you can leave or re-enter New Zealand freely during the visa period. Parents and their partners can travel separately. So this is multiple entry and either parents can go and come separately. Okay, so and this is very tricky and important requirement. What is saying, after 3 years but before 4 years, you will need to leave New Zealand and complete a compliance check, which includes submitting a new medical certificate and providing evidence that acceptable insurance has been maintained while you have been in New Zealand. So once 3 years their parents live here, but before 4 years finish, they have to go out and leave New Zealand and provide evidence and a medical certificate and all acceptable insurance they have maintained for that 3 years. So they have to provide that insurance and medical. Okay, so now let's discuss what is the exactly insurance coverage requirement. So for emergency and medical care, 250,000 New Zealand dollar is required. Cancer treatment, 100 New Zealand dollar. 100,000 New Zealand dollar, sorry. Repatriation, 250,000 New Zealand dollar, and return of remains is 50,000 New Zealand dollar. Okay, so next is what are financial support requirements. So to demonstrate financial self-sufficiency for the visa, you must meet one of the following criteria. So what is the first criteria is if you are sponsor, you must be a New Zealand citizen resident, and your sponsor income means you are as a New Zealand citizen resident, your sponsor must earn at least the medium wage $69,804.80 to support one parent. And if you're joint sponsor, then your combined income must be 1.5 times the medium wage to support one parent. So if you are the only one who is sponsoring, then $69,804.80 your salary must be. And but if you and your partner is sponsoring your parent, then you both of your salary must be $104,707 plus 20 cents. Okay, next. But if you're not, for example, if you're not meeting this requirement, but if your parents are have some income, then still they can apply for this visa. So what is that? So a single parent must have a regular income that aligns with the single rate of New Zealand superannuation, which is currently $32,611.28. So if you for example, if your father earning this amount, $32,611.28 a year before tax, then he can apply by himself. Okay, but if a couple must, if they are applying as a couple, then a couple must have combined income that matches the couple rate of New Zealand superannuation, which is currently $49,552.80. Okay, so a year before tax. So for your parents, I mean for one single parents only this amount, and for joint sponsor, joint parents, sorry, this amount. Okay. Next is parents available fund. So, for example, if you are not meeting both of these requirements, then there is a third option. If your parent must have at least 160,000 New Zealand dollar available funds in their bank accounts, or if they a couple, they have must at least 250,000 New Zealand dollar available funds, still acceptable. Okay, but this fund must be not be borrowed or gifted money. So, if your father has borrowed or gifted money, is not acceptable. It's they have to just show the all sorts of income and the funds is available. Okay. If you or anyone in your family or friends are planning to call your parents in New Zealand, so please contact us for this visa and we will definitely help you for this application. Now let me introduce our some successful client stories. So we have this client, for example, partner of student visa. We have got approved, and one more is a permanent residence visa. There is another client who got a pathway student visa. We have lots of clients who got who achieved their dreams. This is visitor visa. This is a dependent student visa. This is permanent residence visa. This is visitor visa. So please contact us if you would like to apply for this visa, or if you are planning to, or you are thinking, or if you want to know more about this application. So please get in touch and we will definitely help you. Okay, thank you so much for your time. Thank you.